Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to game number 3 of tonight's PUBG EU Pro Scrims. My name is Jorisar. We are back on the plane, this time over Erangel. That's right. Game number 3, we're already on Erangel. You might be asking yourself why. We've got 2 games of Miramar, 2 games on Erangel, and interestingly, 2 games on Tago tonight. We're going to be playing 3 different maps, and it's going to be very, very exciting indeed. First plane path here, 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock, we're going to call that. Bit of a southern skew, about half a kilometer south of Pachinki. Wouldn't say it's anything particularly extreme. What I would say, though, is that 3 different squads are going south to the plane path here, and I'm going to take a look at that. We've got Win or Die, we've got Orgless 4, and we've got Exalt. This is going to be a little bit of a problem. Hyruzen and Extents are currently dropping with Masinik, with Dogzer, She Created, and Tarkus. It's a 4v2 here. Ferry Pier is hot, hot, hot. Exalt are off on the east side. Is there anyone else who's next to each other? It doesn't look like it, so we're going to stick with this so far. She Created with some of the initial action against Extents. Hasn't spotted him go out the back of the house yet. Extents deciding to hole up into the single story. Maybe get a little bit more loot before coming back up. She Created very, very powerful with the shotgun, though, to begin with. Hyruzen out of the game pretty much instantly. Jumping shotgun. Not sure if he had any armor on as well, but that's 100 plus damage. No chance there. Orgless 4. Currently 1 up in this fight, and they know that one member, well, Extend specifically, oh man, 2 shotgun shots, the third needing to take him down. That's from Tarkus. So She Created gets traded out. Shotguns are very powerful, guys, but they can also be inconsistent at times, and the reload time between shots does sometimes mess things up for players. So having backup, very, very useful. Just because you have a shotgun and it's close range does not guarantee that you're going to be winning. It does make it very dangerous, but nothing in PUBG is ever a guarantee. Exalt looking to have a bit of a sniff of this now. Be thinking about cleaning up, but honestly, I think they've missed the boat, and I think that's fine. I think Artix was looking for an opportunity to grab a quick point. And if they don't get that opportunity, that's okay. They wait a bit longer. I don't think they're saying we have to get involved in this fight. They're saying we could. Let's see if there's an opportunity, which I completely appreciate. Leosh has gone all the way down south now to get away. Might even be able to smuggle himself across on a ferry at some point. We'll wait and see. Elsewhere, circle has popped. It's going to be around J Compound Center. The Wu have decided to go to Yasnaya. You've got early rotate towards Shelter and north of Shelter for Pacific Esports. And yay! We have Yeppa with a logo this game. I knew we'd get it sorted. They are doing just fine indeed. So they've rotated early. Not the most exciting compound, but relatively central. Only 2 of their member are here at the moment, Odun and Thendalos, so we'll be getting the rest in. Exalt have decided that, yes, there is actually an opportunity here. She Created is not looking for the follow-up onto Dogzers, won't get it. Knows that Dogzers is going for the revive, which means Sub might be able to go in for a follow-up. Tarkus tries to stop him, and that's actually a really good position for Tarkus to stop him at. But a critical headshot from Sub means that Exalt can continue to move into the Orgless 4. Very, very important knock there. She Created will get revived, but I do not think there is any way Tarkus gets revived here. So Exalt are up. Orgless 4 now have decided they're going to be committing to this fight. No questions about whether they will or not. Masinik gets Arctics. A silenced UMP is not something you typically see in these sort of games. And Arctics, he had the flank going on as well, which means he's probably not getting revived anytime soon. Masinik, understanding that it's a flank, isn't rushing to go for the finish. Oh no, she created pushing in, but there are two people in here, not one. One hit with the shotgun. We're getting a second. Oh dear! Fate comes in round the back with the DBS. That'll do the trick. She creates it down as well, but traded out for sub. Leosh coming back around, deciding maybe we've got a second bite of the cherry here. Masinic will also finish off Arctics. Dogs's is knocked on a fence outside. And Leosh comes in with the third party onto Fate. This is so messy. So unbelievably messy. Leosh versus Fairist here. Essentially, for part one of the battle, for who makes it out alive. Leosh loses that, so win or die eliminated. We've got Exalt and we've got Auglis 4 still here. Masinic should be able to go and get the revive onto Dogs's. Fairist, in the meantime, will also be able to get the revive onto Fate, I'm pretty sure. And this is going to still be a 2v2. Mad stuff coming in before phase 1 even closes. Who else is fighting? We've got Exhalation and Full Tilt close-ish to each other, but not enough for me to be mega worried. Still going to be this, guys, isn't it? It's back up to a 2v2. Exalt versus the Auglis 4. There's one more game after this on Erangel, remember. Dogs' beautiful headshot from Fate. Second knock means extra pressure from Masinic. Really good Molotov preventing him from getting anywhere closer to his teammate. And that beautiful zoning with the Molotov is going to mean the Auglis 4 will fall to Exalt. But that took quite a long time as well. Exalt are now late into the circle. They've only got two alive as well. This is pretty big for them. They're going to have to adjust for the rest of the game. Not 100% certain how they're going to compensate for this now. What's the plan B? What's the plan C? They're going to be asking themselves these things. Not entirely clear just yet. Hello. Just Vard things as Foot Esports and Ketpa from one Auglis team to another. Looting very, very chill. Vard in the triple just behind the door on the ground floor. If Ketpa just moves in here, he almost stands no chance. Vard has to be so unbelievably patient. He'll be telling his teammates that someone's here. Arguably, that'll be fine. They're still in and around Watertown and Ruins. Ding are going to be sailing through. Oh, hello. Hold press. Wooscape and Entropic. I don't think they want to be fighting for these blue buildings here. Not high priority at all. Nailup and Mixie both down. The Woo have not suffered any casualties. Nixie is low, but just low. Half of Entropic have been ambushed by the looks of things. And Pacific Esports are making life particularly difficult right now by getting Quizzy down as well. Mixie not just outside. Pacific continuing to look on eagerly for an opportunity to steal a point from either of these two teams. And meanwhile, the two teams in black on your mini-map, Foot Esports and Ding, extremely close to each other in the Badlands now as well. I can't believe they're semi-committing to this too. T-Bone and Beamy down, leaving 8C and Vard in the open to try and clear this up. They can clear it up. And that's basically how they do it. Aimlol getting hit repeatedly from multiple directions. 8C will be the one to get credited with the kill. Unfortunately, a third party from Auglis. Where even is Weston? Oh my god. Weston's over here. So Ding and Foot, if you don't finish these fights super quick, people will come in. Is Vard the last surviving member of Foot? He is indeed. So Foot Esports are not going to come out of this looking good at all, whereas Ding will be able to run around and get the revives. Senya gets one revive there. We'll be able to go and get Gedrox too. Circle has popped out to the west of Shelter. Auglis as opposed to the Auglis 4, now making their way into phase 2. That's Sarvam Esports off to the right, off camera. Looks like they did some damage to the car, but otherwise, Nail Cop not particularly concerned right now. Threading the needle through and beyond Potato Hill here. We've got Yeppa and we've got Exhalation within shooting distance. Primal doing something very similar up north. Pacific Esports and Digital Athletics sandwiching their rotation path. Are they just going to go for the dip? This early in the game, it doesn't tend to bode that well for teams, but they might just be staying here because there are so many teams in compounds close by. I'm worried. I feel like in the end game, this is really good, but close to the start, very, very, very few teams make it out of here alive in the long run. What remains of Entropic, remember they're down to a duo, are in and around Shelter. Vard, who has the sole kill for his team so far. Going to be chilling out on this rotation as much as he can. Thinking about going towards Exhalation. Thinks twice. Might rotate around to where Primal are. That's going to force him to move further forward as well. Could just end up hanging out at a bus stop. I suspect Vard will do something a little bit more active than that. Sees a shack. Oh, sees another shack. And maybe he prefers a dip. He does. Okie dokie. Oakley dokley. Towards the south now. Yeppa and Auglis are not shooting at each other yet. Or currently, I should say. Western probably has loosed a couple of shots. Yeppa are the ones who might be able to get the drop onto Auglis here. If they can get control of this plateau, that's big. I feel like Western needs to stop them gaining control of the plateau or run away. Both are completely fine. He's opting to drop back at the moment. This shouldn't put Nailcop in too much danger. He should also spot that Groan's rotating in the car down to his left side, and I think he did indeed spot that dasher. So very well done there by Nailcop. Oh dear. I swear he spotted the car, so I'm a little surprised that happened. But if he didn't know before, he definitely does now. Dean getting the drop onto Luminox, but it doesn't look like that has resulted in any knocks. Phase 3 comes in. It's a 2 o'clock hard shift, and Vard is more or less smack bang in the middle of it. Back into the car, deciding where to go now. Remember, he wasn't actually in any sort of hard cover. He is now. Pacific Esports not taking the shed. Want to be a little bit more active than that, shall we say? And with the tires on the vehicle getting shot out, I think that Vard's opportunity to move has been greatly diminished in this game. 16 teams left alive at the 14.5-minute mark. This game is played out a little bit more slowly, aside from the initial drama in Ferry Pier. Luminox, losing a tire as they get away over the ridge from Digital Athletics. I don't think that will result in a knock. Although, Foot, very happy to steal that. Vard actually getting Burger as the tire got shot off of the vehicle. We've got a big push now from the rest of Luminox into Primal. This is not looking good for them. 2 different teams eliminating them there, with Primal taking the brunt of it. They eliminate Luminox. They get 3 out of the 4 kills. And now they got Sarvam coming up. But has that been a little bit premature? Noavi out. Elias out. Joges and Daz waiting for the rest of Sarvam to pop in. But they do not come. 6 kills and counting. The third party has not worked. Bart's thinking about it, but I don't think he wants to move across the road. On the south side, we've got 3 different squads moving up towards shelter. Exalt early on spots Thendalos. They get Odin as well. And that gets them a perch up on one of these entrances. Lukarux and Ivasov and Tropic are very, very close by. Where's the rest of you? Oh, no. Groan's down the stairs. If anyone from Exalt decides to move further in, this could be problematic indeed. Smoke coming in. Completely and utterly undeterred there. Doesn't look like Exalt are interested in exploring into shelter further. Otherwise, they would be in for a rather nasty surprise. The vehicle getting driven in. Oh, it looks like it might be. That's to stop anyone who's currently inside from coming out. But unfortunately, it's gone down one side. I think Groan can get out there. Yes, he can. Next circle is popped. Hall of Fame in full tilt. We'll be very happy with that. The most central compound. No one contesting them for it at the moment, although that could change a little bit later on. Code Marco pushing further forward, deciding actually maybe healing through a headshot would give me an opportunity to take a bit of a break. Team August now threading the needle. They were dealing with Primal earlier. They're off to the right-hand side. They're back up to a proper trio. Car's getting properly peppered now, down to under 20% HP. Very close to actually exploding. August have to find someone. They have to find it quick. Not sure this dip is the correct long-term strategy, but I guess it could work. They really have to hope squads from multiple directions aren't looking their way at the same time. Groan from Yepa still inside shelter. Still not wanting to come out. Still happy for Exalt to leave first. But they're not going to be moving in. Thunder eliminated now by Auglis. And remember, that's one of the teams closest to the center of the circle as well. Vard's also been spotted outside his shack. Groan needs a plan. He's going through shelter. But the zone is moving in. He has to move very, very quickly indeed. Fairest. Curious. Exalt up to 8 kills. Wants to take more of Entropic down if they can. Lukarux and Evas holding this particular entrance, which, by the way, is inside the next zone, if you're wondering why. Elias with a third party finishes off Exalt. And we still wait for what Groan is going to do. Trying to work out where Ding's going to be going from here as well. Groan gets taken out by Evas. And the rest of Ding are going to have to push out towards Auglis. Problem is, they're taking on Pacific Esports as well. So they can't fully commit to sending it down here. So Pacific Esports essentially, in some ways, have the last say. But unfortunately, they're outside of the next circle. So they have to make something happen. Similarly, Entropic are in a significantly safer position now. But positionally within the game, they might have to send it. Always a dangerous concept, to say the least. 10 seconds left to go until the circle starts to frankly be merciless to some of these teams. Entropic getting into cars. They're going to do a wide rotate, but that's going to take them past BBL Esports. And BBL have let them know very early on what they think of that. Pacific Esports sending it into center and then sending it straight back out. Auglis and Ding together with Vard and Foot combining to take them out. Unfortunately, a well-placed grenade into the shack will eliminate Foot. And Digital Athletics will be happy to come in and pick up the pieces. So Ding, take the opportunity to move closer to the center. Wouldn't be surprised if the rest of the team try and move towards where Aimlol is. Down by the south, Entropic eliminated. They were down to a duo so early on, remember, but BBL are actually the ones who are struggling right now. They're southeast, slightly out of the circle, but there's not much cover in between them and some of the teams that are out west. Rustanmar and Miracu, the only two left. Vehicle tires gone. We need a plan from BBL. Moment they're sending it. It looks like we might be forced to send it into Hall of Fame. Iconics on the outside gets headshot. Makes life a little bit difficult there for Full Tilt. Rustanmar down to 1 HP. BBL Esports go down in 8th place. That's the first placement point. Iconics actually getting knocked in the process of that. But Full Tilt successfully defend. But for how much longer? Here comes Woo Escape. Soketo spotted, and So Said does a great job of cleanup. Really good frag grenade as well. Iconics and Soketo both down. Karsu is who I wanted to watch there. Is making a single-handed, brave defense against the Wu. While Exhalation decide this is also an excellent opportunity to come in and third party. Here come the extra guns. So much firepower zoning into this location right now, and Karsu stuck in the middle of all of it. Exhalation must be asking themselves, what do we have to do positionally? And the answer is, be the last team joining the fight. Significantly easier to do when everybody else's resources are already depleted. Great shot onto Hoba. Fantastic follow-up shot as well onto iZoom. Karsu is taking names here, which is very interesting because Exhalation are knocking on the door. Look at this. Salik, the only player left alive now for Exhalation, thanks to the beautiful efforts of Karsu. Nice follow-up frag as well. Deals some damage to the last remaining member. Getting the revive onto iZoom wasn't on my bingo card. But Exhalation make this a 2v1. Hall of Fame are out of the next circle as well. We've got two teams there. And a significantly stronger position here for Primal, up to 9 kills. And bear in mind, all 4 of their players are still alive. I think we're going to get another different winner here. Double-digit kills now as we look for 3 solos. Nail Cop is one of them on the far side of the burnt out Uaz. Karsu is another who had such a heroic rotation just now. But he will go out. 4th place it is. Additional Molotovs coming in, but nothing actually affecting Nail Cop just yet. No RV waiting. This could be good. This could be very good. It is very good. No RV. Nails, nail cop. Pun very much intended. Auglis eliminated. It's 4 members of Primal versus 1 member of Exhalation, who has been seen as well. Salik being forced out. Wouldn't be surprised if he just waits for the blue to consume him here. It's a full-on 1v4. Smoke's coming in to try and push. Not sure what else Salik can do. I think healing until the blue gets here might be one option, but a grenade forces him out of cover, allowing Noavi to get the final kill. 13 kills for Primal and the chicken dinner here in game number 3 on Erigel. Congratulations to them. In second place, we will have Exhalation, and in third place, we've got Auglis. Very well played by all.